Recording is on.
We are rolling. Welcome everybody online and welcome everybody here in the backyard to LisaBug Yoga. It's so much fun to have the audience here in person and online. So thanks everybody for joining me. Today we have yoga for weight loss. Is anybody everybody's like, yeah. Is anybody intrigued on what yoga for weight loss is, right? Okay. So kind of the easiest way to explain weight loss is we need to burn more calories than we take in. Yes, it's that simple. The simple math. We need to burn more than we take in. And granted, a lot of it has to do with what we take in. Yes, so our diet's a big part of it. But the calories that we burn through the day, later through the day, and later through the days after our workouts will contribute to weight loss. So, the ways that we can do that through a yoga practice is we need to move. And not that yoga practices where we hold a pose for a long period of time is a bad thing. No, there's reasons for that. Yes, but if we keep our body moving through a pose, like maybe, shifting arms, bending our knees, we will burn more calories while we're doing our practice. And another way we can lose weight through a yoga practice is to strengthen our muscles, and mainly our big muscles, quads, glutes, arms and legs, so that we actually over time build some muscle mass. Our muscle mass is our body's furnace. So that muscle mass is going to heat up our calorie burn later through the day and later through the days following our yoga practice. That being said, I want to be sure that everybody's working at their own pace and you take the options that work best for you today. But today we are going to move while we do our yoga, and I'll give you lots of options for that. So let's just start standing in mountain pose at the top of your mat. I'm going to give it a little side view turn. And we are just going to inhale, sweep the arms up, press the palms together, exhale, and sit into chair. And for today, I want this to be a vibrant, moving practice. So we might even get a little sweaty today, especially here in the backyard out in the sun. And if you want to go a little slower, feel free to do that. But I want to start actually elevating our heart rate. When we start to elevate the heart rate, it requires more oxygen to burn calories in our body, because our muscles need that oxygen to be able to contract each time. And exhale as you sit, inhale as you rise. And this is just warming up the shoulders, the hips, the knees, focusing on the core and your breathing. And 4 more repetitions. 3 more. 2. Hold chair, hold. And holding our chair, we're going to rotate to one side, just nice and easy, and then rotate to the other. And it's up to you how far you go back and forth. You can bring an elbow to a knee, or you can just stay right up here in the center. And we're starting to activate the posterior core, the posterior obliques, while those legs are building strength, building endurance. Now come back to center, and as you take a breath, inhale, reach up, press the palms, twist to the right side, exhale. Inhale back up, twist to the left, exhale. And you choose how deep you go into this chair pose, into the squat. That depends on the strength and the stability of your spine and of your knees. So make sure your lower back is feeling okay, your knees are feeling okay. And again, if you need to slow it down, that's okay, but I just want the body to continue to move. Excellent. 1 more to each side. Inhale up, twist to the right. Inhale up, twist to the left. Then inhale center, come right to the middle with your chair pose. Okay, from chair, we'll move into flight of the bird. So stepping your right foot back into crescent lunge, open the arms into goalpost arms, cactus arms, then close the hands together back to chair, switching sides, step back left, open, and close. Now moving this at your own pace with the breath. And we're building strength in those legs, heating up the body, burning some calories here in our yoga practice. Always moving. There's very little time where we're still. Also focusing on balance and that connection of our core, nice and strong through the abdominals. Last time we practiced together, we talked about the Uddiyana Bandha. So pull that navel in towards the spine and up under the rib cage. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Oxygen fires the core and the calorie burn as well. Okay, we've got one more on each side, stepping back with the right and stepping back with the left. And hold your chair pose. Now, if your legs are getting tired, you need to come up out of this. Feel free. We're going to put this all together. Inhale, come up. Twist to the right. Inhale, come up. Twist to the left. Inhale, come up. Sit right in the center, chair pose. Fly to the bird, right foot steps back. Step in. Left foot steps back. Step in. Inhale, sweep up. Twist to the right. Inhale, sweep up. Left. Inhale. Exhale, center. Right foot steps back. Fly to the bird. Bring it in. Left. Bring it in. We have one more sequence. Reach up. Twist right. Reach up. Twist left. Reach up. Sink right down the center. Right foot steps back. Fly to the bird. Bring it in. Left foot. And hold your chair pose. Just breathe. Feel the strength of the legs. And then press up to mountain pose. Woo! How we feeling? Heart rate should be up. Like we're burning a little calorie. Bodies are warm. Okay, sun salutation A. We're going to move one breath, one movement. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive into forward bend. Inhale to half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back to lunge. Then your left foot back. We're in plank pose. From the knees or the toes, chaturanga, lowering down through your half series vinyasa. Extending into either cobra or upward facing dog. Press through the hands into down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step forward into lunge. Left foot follows, forward bend. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold. Reverse swan dive, breathe it all the way up. And exhale right back down into your forward bend. We'll repeat on the other side. Halfway lift, long spine, fold. Left foot steps back, lunge. Right foot follows, plank. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Extend, cobra or upward facing dog. Press back to down dog, dropping the heels to the mat. Lift the left leg. Step through towards the top of your mat, lunge. Right foot follows, forward bend. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold. Reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Press palms and exhale. Nicely done. Moving into sun salutation B. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Sink into chair. Any position with the arms. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, swan dive, forward bend. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, and either step or jump back to your plank. From the knees or toes, lower down, chaturanga. Extending cobra or up dog. And press back to your down dog. We'll inhale to lift the right leg. Step it forward for warrior one. So we'll plant that left foot back. Reach all the way up and stretch. So instead of holding our warrior one today, we'll move. So inhaling here, exhaling into javelin. Reach the arms back behind your back, nice and strong through the shoulders. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, javelin. 2 more. Moving the body. 1 more. Exhale back. Now inhale up and prepare. Half series vinyasa, fingertips find the mat. Step back to plank and flow through your half series. Now at any time, if you need a break, child's pose is available here for you instead of that half series vinyasa. From down dog, lift the left leg. Step it through to warrior one, planting your right foot about 45 degrees. We inhale here, exhale to javelin. And you can connect with that ujjayi breath, or inhale through the nose and exhale forcefully through the mouth for a cleansing breath. 1 more time. Inhale up, pause. Half series vinyasa, we find the mat. Push back to your plank and flow through. Once we arrive back in our downward facing dog, gazing towards the top of the mat, step or jump, feet to hands, into our forward bend, halfway lift. Inhale long, exhale fold, inhale sweep all the way up, press the palms and exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, exhale, swan dive into that forward bend, and just step the right foot all the way back behind you and turn out into warrior two. So really long through the fingertips. And we'll move through our warrior two by extending side angle pose and reverse warrior. And just move this at your own pace with the breath. So your legs are working isometrically, building strength in the quads, while the body is moving to burn calories, to keep that requirement of oxygen to the muscles. Good. And let's take 1 more of each pose. Side angle and reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Now straighten out this right leg and then bend it deeply. As you straighten it, lift your arms and bend. Inhale and exhale. Try sinking it a little bit deeper. And this front leg is the muscle that we're working and building strength. Our quadricep, our glutes. Good posture with the upper back. Eyes are on the horizon. Shoulders stacked over knees. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold. Prepare for your half series vinyasa. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Push back to your plank. If you need a break, child's pose is here for you to rest and recover. So make sure you take those options that are right for you. Press back to downward facing dog. Now lift that right leg up, stretch it high, shift into plank and pull the right knee in towards your nose. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out, building strength in the shoulders. 1 more. Now breathe in, extend it up and hold, and take a big step through towards the top of your mat. Set up for warrior two on this side. So we're on that opposite leg. Find your stride, nice and solid, and move back and forth between your side angle pose and reverse warrior. Check to make sure your front knee is tracking over that ankle. So even though we're continuing movement, we don't want to lose sight of our good form and our conscious alignment and the mind-body experience. 2 more repetitions. One more of each. And coming back to your warrior 2, nice and solid. On an inhale, straighten out that, we're on the right, correct? Right leg. Exhale, sink it down. The arms lift. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Sink it nice and low. Feel your quad working, your glute, helping to strengthen your hips and your knees, burning calories. 3 more. And 2. And hold right here, nice and solid. Prepare for your half series vinyasa. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Flow through at your own pace, but just keep moving the body. Continual movement, continual firing of the muscles. From down dog, take that left leg up. Pull the knee into the chest towards the nose as you come into plank. This can also be done from the bottom knee rather than up onto the foot. So take that as an option if you feel better through here, being down on the knee. And we have 3 more. And 2. Hold this last one up and step towards the top of your mat. Right foot follows, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Press the palms, chair pose. Just hold here and breathe. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive, forward bend. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and step or jump back to plank. Flow through a half series or rest in child's pose. Keep moving if you can. Once we arrive in downward facing dog, we'll alternate stepping through to crescent lunge. So inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward and find your lunge. Once you're there and you have your balance, put your hands back on the mat and push back to your down dog. Then lift your left leg, step through, find your balance and rise up. And we have 1 minute of alternating legs. At your own pace, just making sure that you're continuing to move nice and steady. Let the breath flow. Balance, strength, and stability. We've got 1 more on each side. Core is braced. We're breathing. And then once you press back to your down dog, we'll pedal out the feet slowly, but we're moving the body. Moving and moving, stretching, extending the backs of the legs, extending through the shoulders. Now bend both knees nice and deep, and we'll step the right foot to the outside of the right wrist. So we're up here in a nice wide lunge, and step it back. Bend your knees, step the left foot up to the left wrist, outside your mat, and step back. So we're going from a nice crouched position to spring the leg forward. Now, if you're at home and you only make it about halfway up, that's okay. I just want you to go the distance that you can comfortably bring that leg forward. Forward. 15 seconds. Give us about a minute on this one. And one more on each leg. And from your down dog, bend both knees deeply. Step or jump towards the top of your mat. Forward bend. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms all the way up, stretch. Press the palms and exhale. All right, let's bring the right foot back into just a little baby warrior 3. We have a little bend in the front knee. And from our warrior 1, sorry, I'm thinking ahead because we're going to warrior 3. So from warrior 1, put some body weight into your front leg, lift the back leg up, warrior 3, then set it back down to warrior 1. Now the hands, wherever you want to keep them, you can keep them at heart center, or you can use the arms rising or out to the side like airplane arms, and just go back and forth between your warrior 1 to warrior 3 at any pace you want to go. And feel the strengthening happening in your front leg through the stability of the standing hip. And our goal is to just keep moving. So we're not holding our balance pose for very long. We hit it and quit it. Good. One more here. Tipping into your warrior 3. Come back to your warrior 1 and reach. So take that front leg and straighten it out. Your hands can either be up or at your hip, and we'll go from this position to a hinged pyramid. We'll inhale back up to reach. Exhale to hinge into pyramid. And pyramid today isn't a hold. We can feel the stretch and feel the flexibility, but once you arrive there, just pause and come back up. And feel the strength in the back of that front leg. We're essentially doing a single leg deadlift for those of us who have that knowledge from the strength training world. So working the hamstring and the glute on that front leg. Let's do one more. Hinge and come up. Rebend that front knee. You can press palms at your heart. Step forward with the back leg and back with the front leg. So we're in a mini warrior 1. From warrior 1, support on this front leg, lift into warrior 3. Once you find it, step right back into your warrior 1. So you'll notice this front knee is bending and then slightly straightening. You can keep a little bend in it, or you can straighten it all the way, but not locking out that knee. And feel the work in your quad here and in your glute. Then fire up that Uddiyana Bandha, pulling navel in and up underneath the rib cage. Try not to hold your breath, but let that breath move. Every liter of oxygen that we consume into our muscles is burning calories. And we have one more repetition. Coming into our warrior 3. Stepping back into warrior 1. Hands can either be up or at your hips, straighten the front leg. We hinge into a pyramid until you feel your stretch, then pull it back up. Inhaling forward, exhaling. Feeling some work in the posterior chain, the back side of your core, in your lower back. If you're feeling any lower back problems, then I want you to bring your hands down, give yourself a little support, and come back up. 2 more repetitions. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. And put a little bend in that front knee. Press the palms. Step forward into chair. With chair, we're going to sink down and halfway up. Sink down, halfway up. Now, hands can stay here at heart center. You can reach them forward if you'd like a little work in your shoulders, or you can move your arms. So as you come halfway up, the arms drop and they reach forward. So you're getting a little bit of a shoulder raise as we're working into those legs. Now, if the quads and glutes are really talking to you, you can come all the way up out of it, but try to stay low. See if we can get a few more repetitions, heating up those quads and glutes. Good alignment with the upper body, shoulders are back. 4, halfway up. 3, halfway up. 2, halfway up. 1 more and come all the way up. Sweep the arms, take a stretch, press the palms, and exhale. All right, moving into a plank. How's everybody doing? Good? All right, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive into forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and step or jump back to plank. Now, when we're in plank, you have a lot of options. So you can have your knees down on the ground. You can also have your elbows down on the ground. We're just going to move, lifting one leg up slightly and lowering it. Other leg up and down. So you're choosing whichever plank works best. So from the knees, just extend one leg. From the forearms, we can extend one leg or be up on the balls of the feet. 30 seconds to go. So really feel your shoulders bracing, your core bracing. We're squeezing through the buttocks as we lift and lower that leg, and we are burning calories. Core is engaged, Uddiyana Bandha. 15 seconds. You can rest sooner if you need to. 1 more lift on each leg. Then hold that plank and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop those knees, push back into child's pose. From your child's pose, we will move right into a kneeling plank. So on an inhale, come up and your shoulders go over your wrists, and we come to neutral. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. So your option with this is to add a chaturanga push-up and then press back. And going at your own pace here, working the triceps, the shoulders, focusing on a good core connection. We've got 1 minute of these at your own pace. Use your breath. Inhale and exhale. Now, I know this is a really vibrant yoga practice, and if you need to take your breaks, please take them, because we're all at that different level along our yoga journey. We need to meet ourselves at that level. We can still move, but take your options. We have 4 more. Strong arms, building strength, burning calories. 3. 2 more. And 1 more, kneeling plank or chaturanga push-up. Press back to child's pose. Just take 1 or 2 breaths here. And come back into your downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. And we'll lift our right leg nice and high, step it through to crescent lunge. So both knees are slightly bent at the top. Hands can be at your hips for now, and we're just going to drop down towards the floor and back up. So your body stays directly upright. Try not to bend forward this way when you bend the knee, but just dropping straight down and up. Arms raise and lower. It's okay if this is just a baby one, or maybe you'll tap your kneecap to the floor very carefully. Whatever range of motion works for you. Building strength in those legs. Using the breath. little bit of a balance challenge, especially on the uneven surface of the backyard, right? 4 more. And 3. And 2. And hold this one down. Breathe. Take your arms into goalpost. Inhale here. Exhale, close the elbows and wrists. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Just 2 more. Feel that work in the lower body. 1 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back up. Reach the hands down to the mat. Step the back foot forward. And the front foot goes back. All right, finding your crescent lunge. Balance and stability. Just explore the waters on this side. How low can you go? Down and up. Once you feel comfortable, we reach and lower the arms. Inhale, exhale. Now, sometimes the crescent lunge is painful on knees if you have a little arthritis. So you could do this from chair pose also, rather than through your crescent lunge. So if that's you, take that option. We've got 4. And 3. And 2. Down and hold. Goalpost arms. Inhale. Exhale, close. Now try to contract your pec muscles. You don't have any weights here, but you can still squeeze the muscles of the upper chest. 1 more. Open out, hold. And rise up. Reach down to the mat. Step forward into forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Sweep all the way up. Breathe. Press palms and exhale. Step into a wide leg position. Toes slightly turned out. Sit into goddess squat. So we are going to go down into our goddess squat and halfway up. Down, halfway up. Squeeze your inner thighs, the quadriceps, the gluteals. Keep the body upright, slightly tucking the tailbone. Good. So we open out as if we had hand weights and close in. Hand weights. Good. You can always put light weights into your yoga practice too to build more strength in your body. That's the beauty of our yoga sculpt classes. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Take it down and hold. I want you to place your palms at your heart and do little tiny pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. Pull your belly in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They're talking. 2, 1, and come up. Woo! Inhale the arms out. Exhale, stretch side. Inhale up. Stretch side. Just give your quads a chance to rest. But we're still moving the body. So that's the goal of our yoga for weight loss, is to keep something moving, to keep some of our muscles active, activating. Good. 1 more each side. And then hold, reach up into 5-pointed star. So we're going to take a sunflower. So as we inhale here, let your hands cross above your head. And as you exhale, bend your knees and let your wrists cross below you. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathe in. And then you do this at your own pace, feeling the muscles of the butt, the quads, the lower back. And we're breathing. Nice solid exhalation, either through the mouth or through the nose. Find that ujjayi breath, that powerful breath. Two more repetitions. Reach up to 5-pointed star. Moonflowers. As we sit, our elbows and our shoulder blades retract back. Reach up to 5-pointed star. Retract your shoulder blades back. So you're strengthening through your upper back by squeezing those muscles together. Your lats are engaging. And you're bending the knees any amount that feels okay for you. Zip up the core. Last 5. And 4. Nice job, everybody. 3. Oh, the sun went behind a cloud. Woo! 2. And 1. Reach up, hold, breathe. Then swan dive into a wide leg forward bend. Turn your feet so they're parallel with the side edges of your mat, front and back. And we'll move through an active twist. So rotating to one side, reach that arm up, and then set it down. Rotate to the other side. Now, if you need a block for this, it's a nice tool to have underneath your supporting hand, so you're not bent over quite as far. And with the breath, we inhale to twist open. Exhale to come back down. Keep moving, keep breathing. Just about 15 seconds. Feel the strength in the core, the backside of your waistline. One more on each side. Nice fluid movement. And then pause into that wide leg stretch. Turn your toes back out, and you're going to shift your weight towards one knee and bend it into a lunge, and then push up out of that lunge and bend the other knee across. So it's up to you how low you want to take this. If you don't need your hands for balance, you're just going to reach them right out in front of you. Side lunge, side lunge. So you can hesitate in that lunge and feel the inner thigh stretch, but then move out of it right away to keep the calories burning, to keep the body moving. 2 more on each side. One more on each side. Then come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips and pull yourself back up to stand. All right, step your feet back in a moderate distance apart, maybe about hips distance. Sit into a little chair pose. And we are going to tap one toe off to the side, so you're really stabilizing on the standing leg. Tap it back in and switch. So the foot you're standing on stays bent in chair. Your body doesn't come up and down. So if I had a little cup of tea on the top of my head, it's not going to spill out, front or back, right or left sides. The legs are working the entire time. Abdominals drawn in. 30 seconds. Tap it out. Tap it out. Good. If those legs are getting tired, you can tap it out and stand up. And then tap it out and stand up. That's okay too. 15 seconds. Body's moving continually. Blasting that furnace that burns calories for us. And one more on each leg. Then hold your chair. Hold. And come up. Now step out into 5-pointed star or goddess squat to one side, then press back in, step out to the other side. Step wide, out, close in, out, close in. Strong arms. Feel the shoulders working, the upper back, little bit of biceps. So I want you to tense the muscles of your arms as you open. You can even create maybe a strong fist. Strong. Good. We've got 8, 7, 6. I think you guys are going to leave some of your calories in the backyard today. 4, 3, 2, last one. Close together and relax. Put your hand right here. What's going on there? I'm feeling something. Boom, boom, boom. So that is the feeling of you getting into shape and burning some calories. Okay, let's come down onto your mat in a Z-sit position. So we're here. One leg is bent in front of you. The other knee is bent out to the side. And then reach the arms out nice and long. We're going to take a side stretch over, just barely supporting you. And then as you pull up, use the muscles of your side waist. And you can stretch to the opposite side as well. So we reach down and stretch and pull up. This is lateral flexion of the spine. Pull up. Imagine there's a wall behind your back, so try not to twist or bend forward. And 3 more repetitions. Stretch and lift. And 2. 1 more. And then just come right back to center. Place the palms at your heart. You're going to lean a little bit over onto this front leg so you can lift this leg off the mat and press it behind you. Press it behind you. Now, if you need to come down onto your elbow, this is okay too. It's going to give you a little bit more clearance. But we're working the outer thigh to keep your leg up, and we're working the butt to push back. Squeeze the muscle. Exhale. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Press back, hold, squeeze the glute, feel that work. And then set your knee back down and press yourself up. Swing this leg around to the front. Moving right into the other side, into our Z-sit. Reach the arms out nice and long. Take a side bend over. Then use the muscles of the side waist to pull yourself up. Little bit of obliques. And I love to combine that with stretching because it's the best of both worlds, to elongate the muscle first and then to contract it. And then we put that through into the breath, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to pull up. 3 more repetitions. 2 more. 1 more. Pull it up and hold here. Good. Now, if you can, keep your hands up off the ground and lift this leg up. If you need to come down to your elbow, that's okay. We're going to press this leg back, back. Squeeze the glute. Now, your outer thigh has to work just to keep your leg up, because if it wasn't, your knee would drag on the floor. So fire the outside of the leg, fire the back of the hip. Push your heel back behind you. 6 more. Abs are tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Press back and hold. Feel that muscle working. Almost might be shaking a little bit as we hold. And then set that leg down. Pull yourself up. Come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So we're going to move in and out of Baddha Konasana and boat pose. So the easiest way we can do this is just to open the knees and then lean back and close them together. Open the knees, lean back and close. And then your option as you lean back and close is to lift your feet up off the ground and then open and close. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you need your hands down onto the ground behind you, you can do it this way as well, just to give yourself a little help as you come back into that boat pose. Last 4 and 3, 2, 1 more. Hold your boat pose. Hold. Your feet can be down or up. Turn to the right, center, turn to the left. Just at your own pace, keep the body moving wherever you're at. Even if your feet are down and you're just sitting straight up here, just keep the body moving. Turning your head, looking over the shoulder, get some mobility for your neck. One more each side to the right and left. Then back to center, let those knees open and fold through the middle. Give your lower back a little bit of a release. And then we'll transition onto our back for bridge pose. So rolling down, your feet are about hips distance apart. Nice and flat on the mat. Press into all 4 corners of the feet and lift the hips up any amount. And then lower just halfway down, so you still have a connection with your muscles. Lift up, halfway down. You can either inhale or exhale on the movement, whatever feels best for you. Just keep the breathing going and try to take that bridge up as high as you can. Squeeze the muscles and then just let it come halfway down. Working the backs of the legs. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, we hold up. Teeny tiny pulses at the top. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then roll all the way down. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. So you can stay on both legs again if you want, or lift one knee up to tabletop position. And we'll press into your standing foot and lift up into bridge, come halfway down. Lift up, halfway down. Now this is a lot of work for one leg, so if you need to put both of them on the ground, please do so. Or if you feel like you're getting a little cramp in the back of the leg, take it and stretch it out. You've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower the hips down. Place the up foot to the ground and switch, bringing the knee to tabletop. Press into all 4 corners of the foot and lift. Lower halfway down. Exhale, halfway down. 6. Building strength, burning calories. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips and pull your knees into your chest. Extend the legs straight up. Arms can be right by your side, or you can take them out like a T or in goalpost arms. And we'll lower the right leg down, pull it up. Left leg down, pull it up. So our level 1 option, we're here, or you can do this with bent knees. Level 2, lift your head and shoulders up, so you're reaching towards your feet, and lower one leg and up. Lower one leg and up. One more option I'm going to give you. As your leg is lowering down, Lower your arms above your head and pull up. Switch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, this is a great neck strengthener as well, but if your neck is bothering you, you can support with your fingertips here. Just lightly supporting, not pulling on the neck. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay the head down, pull your knees into your chest. Brace your elbows right down onto the mat. Knees are in table about 90 degrees. Slightly rotate your knees over to one side, but keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Then pull it up through the middle. Drop your knees down to the other side. So this is an active dynamic twist. We're not going all the way down to the floor because we want to keep some muscle tension in our core. So maybe just about halfway down and back up. Feeling that nice therapeutic rotation of the spine, but we're working the muscles and we're continuing to move back and forth, burning calories and breathing. Relax your mind. Just take one more to each side. Now, next time you come to the right, go ahead and let your knees fall all the way over and take a stretch. Just a nice supported twist here. You can place a block underneath your knees if you'd like. If there's another style of twist you prefer, you can hug one knee up or wrap the knees in a rooted twist. And let your heart rate begin to calm and settle. The legs are heavy. And preparing to move out of this twist to the other side. Pick up the knees. Slowly drop them the other direction. Your shoulder blades should stay onto the mat. Your gaze can be straight up, or you can turn your head the opposite position of your knees. And let your heart rate continue to slow. And then bring your knees back to the center. Set your feet flat on the mat for a figure 4 stretch. Crossing the right ankle over the left thigh. Pull the knees up toward you. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can reach through, grab the back of the leg, pull it in. So we did a lot of lunges and squats and a lot of deep movement for the glutes. So I want you just to take some time here and stretch out those muscles. Still continuing to slow the breath, to slow the beating of your heart. And then we'll switch, setting the foot down, crossing the opposite ankle over the thigh. Let the knee be open. Flex both ankles, pull those knees up, and for a little bit more, clasp behind the thighs, draw them in toward you. Try to flatten your back down into the mat. Stretching through the lumbar spine just a bit. And breathe. And then lowering the legs down. Bring the soles of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. Let the knees fall open. Reach your arms out way above your head. Stretch. And then pull your hands in towards your belly. You can interlace your fingers across your abdomen. And just let your arms relax, and you can feel the movement of your belly as you inhale and exhale. Softening through the hips, let everything go. And just take a moment to congratulate yourself for a wonderful, vibrant practice today. For rising to the challenge, maybe a little bit more difficult than you've done before, or maybe some new movements. So give yourself a little internal pat on the back for such a wonderful job. For taking care of your body and your mind and your spirit. We'll slowly close the knees together. Pull the knees back up into the chest. Then see if you can start to rock up a little bit, a couple of times, until you have the strength to rock all the way up and come to a seat. Eyes are still closed for a few breaths. Feel your sitting bones connected into the earth. A nice long spine. Pull those shoulder blades back just a little bit to feel an engagement, retracting the shoulder blades, depressing them down, sitting tall, nice and proud. We'll take 3 breaths together, sweeping the arms out and up. Inhale, then flip your palms out and exhale. Breathing in all that is good and positive. Exhaling the negative. One more, inhaling joy. And exhaling stress. Press your palms together in our Anjali Mudra. As we express our gratitude for this opportunity to practice today, both virtually and here in the backyard, it is such an honor and pleasure to lead you and guide you this morning. The light that resides within me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'll shut off the YouTube recording, and then if anybody wants to take a little pass by the camera, I'd like for everybody to see who's here in class today, and then I can see who's also joining me online. Good practice, everybody. Woo!